y'all. Welcome to the Honest to Goodness podcast,
where we give you our honest opinions
on good entertainment. I'm Morgan.
I'm Kerri.
I'm Nicole. And without further ado,
here's today's episode.
We hope you enjoy. Hey y'all. Welcome back to the Honest to Goodness podcast. I'm your host, Nicole, joined by my lovely co-hosts, Kerri and Morgan.
All right. Morgan, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about When Calls the Heart Season 10 and the surprising news that there's going to be a Season 11. So exciting.
Boom.
As Dan would say. Boom.
Let's
boom done. None of us were expecting that.
Boom Definitely done. Not.
Boom done.
Yep.
And I'm not sure how I feel about it.
I'm not either. What about you, Nicole?
I'm excited, but I'm not sure how I feel either. I'm excited. Obviously, a season 11 means that there's going to be more Nathan. So, of course, we get to see like baby Coulter. Yeah. And, all that kind of stuff. I'm excited. Okay. Y'all know how much I love Little House on the Prairie, but I'm excited that they surpassed Little House on the Prairie.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's so crazy. I'm sure that y'all all know that Michael Landon Jr., who co-created When Calls the Heart, is the son of Michael Landon, who was Charles Ingalls on Little House.
Yep.
Which is awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely. For me, okay, like when the season 11 announcement came out, I think Morgan was the first person I messaged, and I was like, okay, I'm freaking out here because the last time they did this, I turned around and messaged Brian Bird. Like, just went, okay, I need some answers here, and I was like, congratulations on season 11, really excited, but not gonna lie, we're also a little terrified because the last time y'all announced a season this early, I think it was in season 5.
It was like, I think they announced for season 5, like in the middle of season 4. And of course, season 5 is when Jack died.
Well, they would have announced season 6 in the middle of season 5.
Yeah.
To make up for the fact that Jack died, so they would let us know that the story is continuing.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I think we got season 6 when season 5 was. Okay. Yeah. And it was like trying to kind of cushion the blow of the fact that we lost like literally the most pivotal character.
Right.
In the show. Don't remind me.
Yeah. And I was like, the last time y'all did this, it was halfway through this season. And then heartbreak. So, and I told him, I said, a lot of us deal with PTSD from this show. Okay. Like, we have been through a lot with this show.
Triangle traumatized. Okay.
It's bad when
triangle stress disorder.
It's bad. It's bad when you need to go to therapy because of a TV show. Okay. Like, just being okay, that's not why I'm in therapy. I just thought I would be funny with that. But anyway, I'm like, a lot of us have PTSD from this show. Yeah. And I was like, y'all announcing another season before, like months before the next season even airs. And
we haven't even gotten like an actual like, and if you think about it, I guess we did get a trailer, but honestly, I feel like that was more of like a teaser trailer. Because we only had Elizabeth kind of doing a voiceover and we kind of got little bits and pieces. Obviously, we got to see a pregnant Rosie, which was so adorable. Yeah. So cute. Nothing of Nathan, which obviously makes everybody nervous because we're like, because obviously we know they're fixing to go into probably another triangle. Heaven forbid, I swear. And then we didn't see anybody else. We didn't see Fiona. We didn't see Hickam. We didn't see Faith. We didn't see May. We didn't see anybody else. I think it was only them that we saw, right? I can't even remember because it's been a while since I watched.
It was very, very minimal. Like we have seen very few even behind the scenes pictures. Before we get too far from that,
I know, and that makes me nervous because that's exactly what happened for season 8.
Yeah, let me finish up what I said with the conversation with Brian, and then we'll move on to that.
And season 5, yes.
Yeah, but I was like, basically, this just scares us. Because if y'all feel the need to announce a new season like months before the season y'all just filmed even airs, what's coming in season 10 that y'all feel the need to go ahead and make up for in advance? Like, basically.
I feel like that would be the only reason why they would have to go ahead and like announce season 11.
I don't know. Like when he messaged me back, he was like, trust me, this is a good thing. He said it's almost impossible to get a season, like a series renewed for another season before you even air a season. He's like, that's almost unheard of. He's like, so this is actually very impressive and speaks a lot to the show. And he was like, y'all have been through a lot with this show and y'all are still here and that's what counts, whatever. So basically he's like, there's a lot of good stuff coming. So I don't know. His message was very sweet.
Part of me, this is just my Team Nathan brain.
Yeah.
Part of me wonders if because there's a new showrunner, I mean, this might just be a pipe dream, if they're going to flip the script.
I think that a lot of it is because, one, we have a new CEO for Hallmark. Mm-hmm. Another thing is we're having a new showrunner. And then we have this quote unquote possible triangle with Nathan right now.
What do you mean possible? It's going to be a triangle.
I know, but
or a square.
I'm really hoping they're not going to go full-fledged triangle like they did with
Nicole. I can mute you, okay?
Look, I'm just saying, like, I really hope that they don't do like a traditional triangle, obviously.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry, I had to say that.
The thing is that my problem with all of this is that somebody's going to get hurt in this situation either way.
Yeah.
And they know that. And they're once again splitting everybody up because everybody's going automatically before they even did before even season 9 ended, everybody was already getting Team May, Team Faith. Mm-hmm. Automatically. Like as soon as May stepped foot in Hope Valley, before she even as soon as she was announced, actually, I think even before the season even started, and she was announced as a new possible love interest for Nathan, people were already starting oh, I like her. I like they're adding a Asian representative and everything, which I love too. And that's one of the things I really love about May is that she's adding more representation, just like the Caulfields and everybody else. You know what I mean? Canfields, Jesus. As you can see, I have not watched the show in a while.
It's either the Coulters, the coffee filters, or the sorry. Yes, I'm being goofy right now.
So all of these different things, all of these different things are kind of making me feel like, okay, I'm sorry, but I'm getting more and more nervous to watch season 10 because here we have this possible for sure thing happening with the triangle, and then we don't know exactly what's going to happen, like how Rosemary's going to give birth. Is she going to go the traumatic route like we've had before, or is it going to be?
Thought about that.
I mean, I think the baby's going to be fine. Like she's going to have the baby, and it's going to be fine. They're going to be fine, but what kind of roller coaster are they going to put on us with that? And then what roller coaster are they going to put us on with Nathan? And, I
will say Hallmark's being a little smarter this time, and at least they're not doing a whole social media campaign pitting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one thing they learned about the whole Nathan
and May. I mean, at least Hallmark's being a little smarter this time around. It's the fans doing it and not Hallmark itself.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen, I think y'all have, the episode titles or the potential episode titles for season?
I have not.
Okay, well,
Teresa saw it, but I don't remember them, so go ahead.
Teresa, shout out to Teresa. She posted it on February 24th. And I think episode 1 has a title now, but at that time it didn't. I think episode 1's title now is Carpe Diem. Episode 2 is Hope Springs. 3, Oh Baby. 4, Great Expectations. 5, Life is But a Dream. 6, Mother and Child. 7, Best Laid Plans. 8, What Is and What Should Never Be. 9, Deep Water. 10, All Dressed Up. 11, Long Time Running or Running. And 12, Starry Nights.
It kind of sounds like Rosemary might actually have her baby before the season ends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that we're going to get a wedding season 10. I don't know why I feel like that, but I feel like it's not. I feel like we're not going to have a season 10 wedding. I feel like it is going to be a season 11.
Maybe.
That we're going to get the wedding.
Well, and that might be the reason
probably.
Yeah,
that might be why we're getting season 11.
Yeah. That's a
because if you think about it, it would be really crazy for them to have Rosemary have the baby and then them get wedded and them get married. That's gonna be a lot going on in one season.
Well, not if there's 12 episodes, and like if season 3, if episode 3, the Oh Baby, if that's the episode she has her baby, then 9 episodes later for them to get married in the finale wouldn't be a ridiculous thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. I'm with you though. I have a feeling it's not going to happen this season. But then again, like they have kept, like we've gotten hardly any behind the scenes photos this time around, and normally they are posting like crazy.
The thing I mentioned in my Team Nathan brain, thinking they're going to flip the script. Episode 8's title is very interesting. What is and what should never be.
Yeah, I kind of caught that too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look, I'm just gonna go ahead. I know we've had a lot of conversations.
I mean, it might just be
about Nathan and May and why we all three collectively like May. Mm-hmm. And we've been like, also pretty opinionated about why we don't want Faith. But I'm not gonna lie, with the fact that the showrunner was the showrunner for Supergirl, which was a show that Andrea, who plays Faith, played on. Mm-hmm. That makes me nervous for clear reasons.
Yeah.
And plus how the last episode had, you clearly saw May going up to Nathan and then saying like, hi, because obviously Nathan was kind of glad that he saw her coming to his back and all that kind of stuff. I have a feeling they're going to make it out to be like this big trope that Faith is hiding her feelings from Nathan. Nathan has absolutely no clue that Faith likes him like that, he thinks that she only sees him as friendship, and that May is just going to be like this person who's just there, just making it known that she likes him. And then they're going to make her out to be the bad person because she likes Nathan. She's getting in the way of Nathan and Faith being together.
Mm-hmm. My biggest thing, and Morgan, you
and I hate that because I don't want anybody, for me, I would hate for them to do that to May because May's just doing like any other girl would do, and she's making her feelings known.
Yeah. I will say this, and Morgan, you and I think talked about this, but the poster for season 9 literally only had Lucas and Elizabeth and Nathan and May, which says these are our 2 couples. If it was supposed to be a triangle between Nathan and Faith and May, why wouldn't they have put Faith and May on the cover and not just Lucas and Elizabeth, Nathan and May? So if Faith is who it's gonna be, and I mean even May, even Amanda and Kevin, I feel like have basically said, yes, eventually these 2 are supposed to get together. So if they flip that, if it's Faith, I swear that is even more proof that they flipped season 9.
And that'll be another nail in their coffin, because I'm telling you right now,
for season 8, I'm sorry.
Like the only thing I could possibly think they would say as the reason why they put just May on the cover instead of Faith is because if you think about it, Faith was out of the blue for me. Other than that tiny itty bitty scene that we got at the end of season 8, I would have never thought that they would put them 2 together. Ever. Even with Carson leaving And that whole big old oopla and all that kind of stuff, with the possibility of him coming back, by the way. Okay, not saying that him, even though I don't even really want her and him and Carson, Faith and Carson getting back together. My thing
I still want her and Hicko together. I can't help it.
I do too. Like, come on, he's like the accident-prone goofball who's so cute, so sweet, and would absolutely adore her. And ever met her
deserves somebody. Hashtag romance for Hickam. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I think even Kevin can get behind that because he kept saying Team Hickam all throughout season 9. So it's a. But my thing with the whole situation is this, okay? To me, Faith was out of the blue. Okay, as soon as season 9 hit and they started talking, like literally, I think it was the first, like it was the episode that Allie finally came back after like 4 episodes of her being absent. All of a sudden, her and Allie were just like, "Oh my god, hi!" To me, it actually kind of seemed a little awkward too. Like, I don't know about you guys, but it didn't seem natural.
It did, yeah.
Now her with Amanda / May, it seemed natural to me. And I'm not putting my blinders on, people, I promise.
But no, they had already had a little more interaction as far as like... Yeah.
I mean, other than the small little time scene that we got in season 9, and what?
No, that was actually when she met May. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm mixing stuff.
Yeah. Whenever, at the end of season 8, at the end of season 8, we got that little tiny itty bitty scene where she's like obviously wrapping his hand up and stuff like that. I still would not have thought at all that they would be putting them together. I kind of said, like, watch, they'll probably put them together next season and it's not going to work. And what they do? They did that. They tried to put them, like, they started making that whole back and forth between them and along with May, even though to me, it seemed more prominent that they were putting Nathan and May together than it was that they were putting, because they kind of just dropped little tiny scenes here and there. And even I just didn't see the chemistry. Like, everyone talks about the infirmary scene. I'm like, I just don't see the chemistry there.
Yeah.
Like, the way that they were looking at each other.
I see the desire there.
Yeah.
I see.
Whenever they're in a different kind of setting, it doesn't follow. It doesn't go all the way through every single time they're around each other.
Right.
Whereas with May and Nathan, every single time they looked at each other, every single time they talked with each other, it was deep and meaningful.
Yeah. I feel like I was talking to Amy, shout out to her, a couple of nights ago, and she has not watched When Calls the Heart at all since the season 8 finale, which I can't say I blame her. No. I cannot blame her in the least. But she was actually asking me, like, she's like, okay, I feel like it's been long enough. I could watch it now, you know. And so she was like, do you think I'll want to watch the show? Like, do you think it's going to be worth me watching? And I went, let me watch season 10 and get back to you on that. Because I told her, I was like, season 9 was good. Like, it was really good. I was like, there was a lot of good in it. I said, but I can go ahead and tell you, there's gonna be some stuff that makes you mad, because Nathan was still getting dragged through the mud. She was like, why? You know, why are they doing that? And I started explaining some stuff to her. She was just like, is Elizabeth like any more back to her normal self or what? And I was like, well, and I kind of described a few scenes with her, and she was just like, ugh, you know, like just so frustrated. I'm like, I don't blame her in the least. You know, like she still sounded like
she watched the episode where they pretty much forced him to let the guy that
I told her
over. She, oh my god, no, I mean, had you not talked to her and she actually went and watched that that scene, oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just have a crazy theory after looking at these episode titles again.
Okay, go for it.
And it's related to Nathan and Elizabeth. Episode 5 is titled Life is But a Dream. What if Elizabeth wakes up and this whole thing is a dream? And then that's when...
I would love that.
That would be
But here's the thing, didn't they just but here's the thing, I actually have a theory here now. Remember how they just celebrated the 100th episode? What if Elizabeth has a dream about Jack giving her his blessing to move on?
Yeah, because I think I have heard that there is a grave site scene.
I'm just saying, because I mean, think about it. Like, I feel like it would be really crazy for them to allow Daniel to come back and do it on the Hope Calls all the way on GAC, but aren't going to do that thing on When Calls Hard. Because at the end of the day, even though they're on different networks, they are still in the same like universe.
Mm-hmm. Okay, question though.
What?
If we're saying we don't think there's a wedding in season 10, why was Charlotte Hegley on set dressed as Julie?
Maybe she's
God.
Why would she be in Hope Valley if there's not a wedding?
What if they really did? What if they really did flip the script? Because I have also heard that there are.
I would be bad because I finally moved on from him and Elizabeth being together, and I'm totally okay with May.
I have also heard that there are scenes with Nathan and Elizabeth in the season. Why would she be hanging out
the whole entire season without talking to each other, especially when they're supposed to be like friends again?
Right.
I think it might have been. I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, it might have been when Hardy's Hotline, like Cammie and Sarah talked to Mark Brandon. He was saying how I think there were scenes between Nathan and Elizabeth, and he saw the chemistry. So why? And Mark Brandon comes in later in the season. So why would she be spending time with Nathan when she's about to marry Lucas?
Nicole, don't give me this hope, okay? Because if I start getting this in my brain, I'm going to be so mad and so heartbroken all over again if it doesn't happen.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm just speaking crazy theories.
I know, but that's a good theory, though.
I don't see them doing that though. Like, can you imagine?
I don't see them doing it either, but it's like at the same time, gosh darn it, Hallmark, hire us.
But who knows?
I know, right?
I mean, they could. Who knows?
I mean, honestly, I'm getting to the point where I have got to stop having expectations with Hallmark, both for the good and the bad.
Yeah.
Also,
so at this point, if they do, great. If they don't, I'm mad, but oh well.
Also, side note.
At least we have May.
Also,
but that's another thing. What are they going to do with May? Is she going to go back to Chicago?
Also, side note, the title "Life Is But a Dream" it makes me want to sing that song. Life is but a dream.
Yeah. You're the only one that I love.
You're the only one that I love.
That is like.
Okay, I'm just gonna say I do not see them doing this at all. Can you imagine? Okay, the uproar they had from Team Nathan, they like lost half their viewers at that point. You know,
oh, honey,
like,
more than half of their viewers. Are you kidding me? You're being generous. You're being generous.
I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Honestly, y'all, with the uproar that they got out of that season, I'm very surprised that they did not get canceled. I'm not even lying to you. The numbers shot down for season 9.
But if
I'm glad
they got that much of an uproar from Team Nathan, can you imagine the uproar they would get from Team Lucas if they broke Lucas and Elizabeth up in this season and put the
Okay.
And we all know, not calling any names here. And granted, there were people being mean on both sides. So I'm not saying, but almost every Team Lucas person I ever talked to would not be willing to have a reasonable conversation with you. All they wanted to do was be snippy. So if that's the attitude they had when they got their way, can you imagine if they don't get their way?
I mean, I'm like, okay, I have like, for me, it's like, I don't think they're going to, but then I have that small thought where
that's kind of how I am, because I really start dissecting that. I mean, don't get me wrong, like this last season, Elizabeth and Lucas were cute. Okay. But like the chemistry just wasn't fully there for me. It was enough to kind of just not necessarily want to puke every time I saw them come on the screen. But it wasn't enough for me to go, that was so sweet.
I think their kisses have gotten a little better.
Yeah. Okay, this is no hard feelings to any of our Team Lucas friends.
We love Lucas.
We love Lucas.
But at the end of the day, I'm sorry, I am never going to be 100% Lucas and Elizabeth. You're not going to change your mind.
We love Lucas and we love y'all. But if they flip the script, give me all the popcorn, because I'm here to watch.
Right?
Give me them Snickers, give me the M&Ms, give me the Milk Duds, give me all that extra butter, give me an extra large soda, because I'm going to be chowing down in celebration of the fact that Karma sput me in the face. Okay?
Oh my gosh.
All the mean team. I'll just say this: all the mean Team Lucas people, not the nice ones.
Yeah, the nice ones. Yeah. Y'all can come to the party. But
yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm just now that you kind of spurred this in my brain, I can literally like. Now that you kind of spurred this in my brain, I could literally see it in my brain.
I mean, those titles are very, very interesting.
Like, and I have two different versions that are in my head. Because remember, we never got to see Nathan give Elizabeth those flowers at her doorstep. We only got to see Lucas do it. And then right after Lucas got up and he started walking away, we saw Nathan go up and knock on the door. But we never actually got to see that interaction. And then, I don't know. The other one, I kind of see them actually already being married. And like her waking up and him being beside her in the bed, and then like Allie waking them up or something like that. And obviously she wakes up and she's like, that was a really weird dream.
Also,
I feel like if it ever is actually a dream sequence, I kind of see them more of the lines bringing Jack back and having Jack give her his blessing just like he did with Lori. Because to me, that just did not make sense for them to have Jack come back on that show to Lori, of all people. Not saying, because I know Abigail and Jack had a really close relationship. But to me, I feel like that would be a waste if they didn't do something like that for Elizabeth and Jack.
Yeah.
And you know good and well that Daniel would do that in a heartbeat. Because he's not coming back. He's already made that pretty known that he's not going to come back. Yeah. So if they're going to do a dream sequence, I have a feeling it's going to be that.
Yeah. Okay. Another, like I said, we have seen very, very, very few behind the scenes photos from this season.
Very.
But one of the group photos that we saw, was it my imagination or was that Mamie Laverick?
It was Mamie Laverick.
Yeah. Laverick. So
Rosaline, yeah,
is back this season.
That is going to be a dynamic. Can you imagine if Bill and Molly actually start like going on dates and stuff like that, and how that's going to like, because like obviously we know that Bill's kind of fickle around kids. I mean, he likes kids, but at the same time, he doesn't. It depends on the kid.
How old is she?
Because we know he loves and adores Jack, but kind of makes you wonder how he's going to be with her and how she's going to be with him.
How old was she in season 1?
What, maybe 8 to 10? I would think about 8.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that she's probably not far from Angela's age. I have a feeling she's like the same age as maybe Angela.
I feel like she was 8, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like how if she's still in school, like if she's going to be a part of like Elizabeth's class, I have a feeling she's going to be like Angela's age. But if she's grown out of that class, I have a feeling she's going to be the same age as
Robert.
No, the blonde.
Oh, Anna.
Anna.
Yeah.
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 I don't know.
Because Anna was little.
Yeah.
She was little in season 1. And like she was older than her, or at least bigger than her.
Yeah.
So if she's not the same age as Emma, I would say that they would backtrack her to be like Angela's age.
Okay, somebody that I'm not sure was in this season, Gina.
She wasn't, because Elizabeth, Aaron put a post about them coming and visiting her on set.
Oh, Janaea.
Yeah. Sorry, Janaea. I'm not good with name pronunciations.
Me either.
So I never know whether it's Andrea or Andrea. So
it took me a second. You said
or
Gina,
Javen or Javin.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it took me a second. You said Gina, I was like,
yeah, I don't think she was, but I think it's because little Jack honestly doesn't really need a babysitter anymore.
Yeah. Well, and she has Robert or Lucas.
Yeah.
Or
Allie.
Or Allie.
Yeah. Or all the dozen other women in Hope Valley.
Speaking of Allie, do y'all think we're going to see more of her and Robert this season?
Honestly, this is the only bad part about When Hope Calls being on GAC. But I wish they would have brought Cody and Abigail back, because I think that her and Cody would have been really good together.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know why I always thought that Cody and dang it, I'm drawing a complete Opal. I don't know why. I guess because Carter and Ava, just like you would see pictures of them all the time, but they just seemed like they were such cute little buddies or something. Like, I don't know, maybe she's more like his little sister.
Well, it was always them three together. It was always Carter and Javin and Ava together, not only on screen but off screen.
Yeah. Did you say Cody and Allie?
Yeah.
No, Cody and Opal.
No, I was talking about
Morgan said Cody and Allie.
Yeah, I said Cody and Allie. Mainly because they both kind of have like their rebellious streaks in them. And they've both kind of always had like a rebellious streak, and they've always kind of had their moments where they would get in trouble and stuff like that. And of course, with her having to deal with her mom dying and having to live with her uncle and having a dad that wasn't there, and Carter and Cody kind of having to have the same thing, being practically raised by his sister and then being adopted and all that kind of stuff. I feel like they would have been really great together.
What if they bring Mammy into a love triangle with Robert and somebody else? Whether
Nathan would be like, no. Nathan would be like, did you not learn your lesson from me? No. I ain't raising no little Elizabeth. Sorry, I had to say it.
I have no words at this moment.
Okay. Oh my Lord.
It came straight into my brain and out of my mouth before I could ever really think about it. But yeah, I don't have any regrets for saying it though.
I cannot right now.
Oh my god. That's
I don't see them doing
what
that
I'm
much.
actually picturing in my brain right now is when Nathan got out of the car and he looks at Elizabeth and or I don't know if it was when he got out of the car or what, but he looks at her and he goes, maybe it was a good thing we didn't end up together.
Yeah, it was outside the car. He got out of the car. Yeah. And she just kind of saying like
on her face.
Okay, speaking of Nathan, do y'all remember that photo? I think it was Kevin that posted it. It was like a behind the scenes photo. It was black and white. And I think Jack Wagner was in it. It looked like they were in the woods.
Yeah, we do know there's some decent Mountie action. I will say that. We do know there's some Mountie action.
I think that's what I'm mostly excited for, is to finally get to see some more Mountie action, because they kind of teased us with having more Mountie action, but it wasn't until like the very end of the season that we even got that. Like obviously him doing the rifleman swish, like twirl with his gun. Yeah, that was incredible. But it wasn't until like the end of the season.
Part of me, okay, episode 9 is titled Deep Water. I wonder if Nathan is, okay, this is just crazy theories again. I wonder if Nathan.
But that's what we're doing. We're just kind of just talking about different theories that we have coming into our mind about the season, because we know nothing about the season other than the fact that the Coulters are having a baby, and then we might not have a wedding, and the fact that there's gonna be something that happens with Nathan and the whole love interest thing. That's literally all we know.
Part of me
so go on with the theories.
Okay, episode 9 is titled Deep Water. Part of me wonders if he's gonna have to like save someone from maybe drowning or something. They have done that on Little House on the Prairie. They have done episodes where people almost drown.
I don't know did they ever say whether or not Nathan had officially if the adoption actually went through with Allie?
I don't think they ever said anything. I think it was just.
I know she called him dad, but I mean, I don't know if because what I'm saying is that, what if Allie's dad breaks out of jail?
Well, that was kind of what I was thinking, was more of a in over your head. Is Nathan gonna end up having more trouble with his superiors again?
That could be. Deep water. He's in deep water.
At the same time, I feel like we haven't really had anything. Okay, other than that small little fire that we have with the saloon, which we still are going to have to see the aftermath of.
True.
We haven't really had anything widespread in the actual town.
Yeah. Well, that's something that we're going to see this season. We know from that little sneak peek. Thank you. I don't know what just happened with my tongue there. But anyway. Preview. Whatever. Yeah.
Teaser trailer.
Yeah. Thank you. Words are not coming to me right now.
It's because I have the other side of your brain right now. I'm using it, I guess. I don't know.
Get over here on the other side of your screen. Anyway, that we do know the whole community is going to have to come together to kind of rally and help provide jobs and whatever, because the oil company has shut down, the mine has shut down, the foundry has shut the foundry has shut down. Rosemary has Lee hiring as many men at the sawmill as he can, but there's only so much that he can do, so the whole town.
Well, I mean, not only that, but you only have so many positions that you need,
right?
And so many number of men that you can even afford to pay without losing money more than gaining money. So I mean, the whole system about it.
Community coming together aspect is what I'm looking forward to the most in this season.
I do too, but I'm not gonna lie, with that much pressure being put on the town, with so many people obviously going to be having to deal with so much stress of not having jobs, I kind of wonder if something's not going to happen. Nathan's going to have to be the one to kind of help bring everybody down or break things up. Because I feel like there's going to be because I would think with tension being such a high with job situations and all that, I can see a couple fights happening in the saloon, if the saloon's even still safe. And different things like that. I don't think that's going to be the big thing. I feel like we don't know what the big thing is going to be. I think it's going to be something that happens out of the blue. Or it just kind of, we get snippets in episodes of them talking about something.
Yeah. I don't remember where I saw it, and I could have dreamed it. It could have been totally not even something, but I could have sworn at some point I saw something about Hickam still being the mayor. And I was thinking, I thought he resigned. I was really confused when I saw, I said, for all I know, I could have dreamed it. It might not have even been anything real, but I guess one of us thought.
Well, they didn't hire anybody else, did they?
Well, Bill was going to be the mayor now, but that's another thing. What's going on with Bill? Because at the end of season 9, he was leaving town
because he was sick.
Molly, So, and then in season 10, we know we have him with Mountie action. So, what's going on with his health?
Right.
And one more theory about episode titles. Episode 11 is called Long Time Running. Is Lucas gonna run away again?
So look at her face right now.
Y'all, I
Ooh,
swear if that boy,
is there gonna be some-
runs more time, I swear, if that boy runs away one more time and they make Nathan go drag his butt back to Hope Valley, I'm rioting.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my- Okay. If we're coming up with theories like that, are we gonna find out something about Lucas or somebody in the town that is like an established character like that find out that they have been like running maybe for the law or whatever for a long time, like
Gowan.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, it could be
because we don't know what's going on with him either. They kind of left his stuff
really
hanging in the
good
balance
about being,
too.
except that he's a really good paper boy. We do know that. Oh, come on. It was funny.
You're bringing out all the facial expressions I have.
Oh my god.
Tonight.
It's a gift.
I cannot right now.
He loves me, y'all.
Yeah, I feel like that one might be for Gowan.
It could be for Gowan too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that until you said it.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, she froze up. Yeah, I didn't. Gowan is a very real possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we temporarily lost Morgan. I don't know if she'll be able to end up joining us or not, but haven't been able to get her back on yet. And I know that you need to go, Nicole, so we'll kind of try to wrap this up pretty quick. I need to go myself. But Lee and Rosemary, we were talking about this while we were paused there for a second. And you said, what do you think they'll have, a boy or girl? I said, they have to have a girl because they have to have Elizabeth and Rosemary's kids growing up with each other and like maybe getting together one day. I mean, especially since Rosemary and Jack grew up together. Like, honestly, I forget that. I forget how much of a connection Rosemary and Jack had.
Yeah.
But especially since the two of them grew up together. I think it's going to be a girl. And knowing Rosemary, she's probably going to name her after some actress.
Yeah.
And Lee is just going to be happy. Like, he's not going to care. So,
or they could surprise us.
Oh, guess who's here? Guess who's here? Morgan's back. Oh, let's see if it'll let her in. There she is. Yay!
Hi.
Hi.
Yay!
My phone died and I'm having to use my hotspot. And so when it died, it cut my internet off.
Oh no. Okay. Well, what we were just saying, because Nicole's got to go. So we had like waited a minute and then we went ahead and picked up because we weren't sure if you'd be able to come back or not. But what we were just saying is Rosemary and Lee's baby. First of all, just curious, because you didn't hear what I was just saying. Do you think it's going to be a boy or a girl, and why?
I'm going to say it's a girl, mainly because, I mean, who doesn't want to see Rosie with a girl? Also, I mean, they already had Elizabeth having Jack, so I feel like we need a girl baby on this.
I said it's going to be a girl because you have to have Elizabeth and Rosemary's like best friends, babies growing up together and possibly getting together someday.
A little Jack and a little Rosie getting together. Full circle moment. Well, not quite.
I mean, if you think about it, Rosemary and Jack grew up together.
Yeah.
So,
not quite, because Jack and Rosemary didn't get married, but
yeah. But
they did grow up together, yeah.
So that was my theory, was that it was going to be a girl.
Also, I was about to say, when Morgan came on, they could surprise us and they could have them have twins.
That's true too.
Oh,
One boy,
Lord,
one
have Lee
girl.
Coulter with Rosemary with twins.
One boy and one girl.
Yeah, because back then they didn't have a way to find out if there was going to be 2 or 3 or 4.
Right. Yeah.
They didn't have any ways of being able to tell any of that.
Oof. That would be interesting, actually. I don't see them having more than twins, though, simply because of having.
Yeah, they're not going to have more than twins, and I don't even see them necessarily having twins, because at the same time, it is probably a whole lot more difficult, because you still have to have, because most time, like for instance, most of the time, unless they're older, like Highland is now, most of the time when they're young, like how little the twins were who played Baby Jack, they usually use twins to play one kid on the show, unless they're older.
They have.
So unless you had a set of quadruplets.
They have been known to repeat storylines, and I know in season 1 there were twins.
Yeah, but they never showed them. They showed them in that one scene where Elizabeth and Jack were holding them, and then I think that was it.
It was a cut scene, yeah.
Yeah.
Or an extended scene that part of it got cut. Carla's.
Yeah.
I don't know. That would be interesting though to see that happen. Like I said,
it would be kind of cool for her to be like, well, I mean, because I could see Rosie being like, do you even know what you're doing? Like if Elizabeth has to help her deliver the baby, like, yeah, I've done this before.
Yeah. Okay, that would make sense though, to have her have twins and like a boy and a girl, because I mean, okay, Lee would be happy either way, and so would Rosemary. But for Rosemary, having a little girl would be so awesome, and for Lee, actually having a son would be a dream come true. So
especially because of them having fertility issues and then possibly not being able to have another chance of having a baby, it would give them both one of each.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think it's gonna be a girl, but I would love for it to be twins, so that way they could have one of each.
Yeah, and the boy could carry on the Coulter name.
Right. Yeah. So any final theories before we end this? Because I know we all kind of have to have stuff we need to do. So
I don't necessarily have any theories, but one thing I really hope that they change up the season is I don't want there to be so many crazy different storylines with all the different characters that we have on the show. Mm-hmm. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the Canfields. I love, Flomo and, Florence and Ned and, all that kind of stuff. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like they are putting too much on the show.
Okay, let's be fair. That was John Tinker.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Yes, I know. But the thing is like, I feel like that's difficult for anyone to try and be a showrunner of whenever you've got that many people being on the show at once.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of hard.
Too many different characters. New characters, I mean.
Yes, exactly. And my thing is this, I feel like for me, the biggest ones that they need to focus on is, of course, Elizabeth and Lucas.
If they must.
Rosie. Yeah, exactly. They must. Rosemary and Lee, of course. And then Nathan and whoever he ends up with. Yeah. Which I hope is Ned.
I really want to see Fiona get I really want to see Fiona's life just move on in whatever direction it needs to. Whether I would love to see romance for her, but I also love seeing her become just an independent
and a strong businesswoman. Yeah.
And I mean, she was very involved in the oil company. So since it's shut down, what's her new role going to be?
Right.
And stuff. So I really want to see that for her. I really, really, really do want to see them give Hickam somebody. For crying out loud, they have had this sweetheart of a guy for 10 freaking seasons and have not given
him. I feel like, and I'm sorry, but I don't want him and Fiona together. I love their friendship. I love that they have someone that they can go to.
Together,
I want Faith and Hickam together.
More of the Canfield. We need more.
Yeah, and it'd be so cute if like something happens, and of course Faith ends up heartbroken because like Nathan actually does choose May, and then like Hickam kind of swoops in, and it's been like I've been here the whole time.
Yeah,
and I've loved you the whole time.
They sort of teased at that when Hickam invited Faith like out to dinner and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think this is, wouldn't it be so cute for him to be like, I've been here the whole time. I've loved you the whole time. I've waited for you the whole time, you know, and you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. I think that would be really cute.
Yeah. But I also really want to see more Bill and Molly.
Yes.
So I love their
I feel like they need to, like, I love Florence and Ned, but I feel like they're kind of getting kooky with Ned doing all of his inventions and stuff like that. So I feel like
what else is Ned going to invent?
Don't really want to know, okay? And I think is that they need to put like, I feel like they need to put a pause on them, kind of put them back into the background a little bit or something like that, and then put Bill and Molly in their place and kind of let that romance start, because I feel like we've already established they're cute, they're married, they're on that second part of their life. Okay, we get it. Now it's time to set the next couple up here.
Okay, just to be comical, the radio.
Right?
Oh man, I love it.
Not likely, just for comical purposes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my word. All right. So y'all let us know in the comments what some of your theories are, what your thoughts are. Again, please keep it nice. We always like we're blunt in our things, but I feel like we also try to like apologize in advance or make it clear we're not meaning this personally to anybody in particular or whatever. So keep it nice. If we have to, we will delete comments. So, you know, whatever. But y'all let us know what your thoughts are. And hopefully the next thing we'll be doing is recapping season 1 of When Calls the Heart in prep for getting ready for season 2.
And maybe ride.
Maybe. Yeah.
It looks great.
Yep. We'll see. We haven't recapped the way home. Nicole, I know you said you may or may not do that on Swing My Heart. And I call shotgun on doing that. But anyway.
You could be the way home what's the word? Consultant?
There you go, yeah.
I don't know if that's the right word.
Oh my god. But anyway, all right. Anything else, guys?
No, I think we're good.
No, I think I've said everything I thought about.
All right. Well, we love you guys. Thanks for listening. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll be back again soon. Bye.
Bye.